Good morning. I know y'all been waiting on me. So let's do it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell, man. So you get the notifications of when I'm on live. Oh boy, here y'all come. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Subscribe. Hit the like button. I told y'all. Super Jones, he said, I knew this was coming. Of course. Who has this type of foresight? Who has this type of foresight? Where else could you come and get these types of conversations? Let me tell you something, right? My first love, before I like money, before I like pussy, I like basketball and Magic Johnson. Nothing has ever been more important to me than basketball because before I became a hustler, before I started, fucking with a lot of bitches, rocking the flyest clothes and shit, I was into basketball. I got 2 basketball tattoos on my body. I got dribble guard tattooed on my head. This has been my backdrop for many years. I got another one. I ended up working in the office, but this is my home where I do my editing and all of that at. That basketball up there that you see right there, that's autographed basketball from Tim Hardaway. Next to it is an autographed basketball from Kareem Reed, the best kept secret. Some of the most fulfilling moments on my platform was interviewing God, Sham God. Some of my most cherished moments on this platform was being in Georgia Tech, shooting that rock. Make sure y'all watch my video that I did when I was at Georgia Tech training and shit, man. Just an incredible experience. But basketball, the dribble, has always been my shit, man. It's just like everything to me. And I told y'all about OG Anunoby. I just told y'all. There was a live stream before this. I told y'all he was the most valuable player on the team. Go watch my other video. I said it might not be Jalen. I said Jalen is who he is. Cat is who he is. But I think the most valuable player on the team is OG Anunoby. Didn't I say that? He said, I'm from Texas and I'm coming to New York to attend the Jay-Z shows. I can't tell you how excited I am to visit New York, especially after winning a championship. I told y'all that, right? Before this, as the series was beginning, I was telling Bones Brigante, shout out to Bones Brigante, 106 and Park battle rap legend. He a Knicks fan. He be going to a lot of their games and events and shit like that. And I was telling him why I felt the San Antonio was a better matchup than playing OKC. If they would have played OKC, ain't no telling how that shit would have went. They would have been in a real dogfight, though. This is a dogfight here. But the reason why it's a dogfight is every night it's a different contributing factor to why it's been a dogfight. Last night, the San Antonio Spurs broke an NBA record. Set an NBA record for 3-pointers in an NBA Finals game. They had 14 3-pointers in the first half. That nigga Vassell, number 24, he's a problem. He don't miss no threes. He don't even look like a 3-point shooter. He's lanky. He got these long-ass fucking dreads. Nigga look like Lisa Leslie. That nigga be knocking them threes down, man. He do. They were blazing hot. But the thing with the three-pointer is it can make you and it can break you. San Antonio had this game won. They did. Despite them being up as many as 29 points, they had the game won. The game was won. And in basketball, um, nobody should be able to chase you down from almost 30 points up. Nobody should be able to chase you down like that. And what happened with San Antonio was this. They fell in love with hitting that three, man, shooting that three, and they just kept shooting them. They just kept shooting them. Had they started the second half and said, "Yo, we going to the rack. We going to the rack from this point forward. When you go to the hoop, you gonna tire your opponent out. You're gonna put them in foul trouble, and also attacking the rack will also open up more opportunities to hit the 3-point shot. You got it." They just kept on shooting them. Had they approached the game like Dylan Harper approached the game, Harper's a problem. He kept going to the hoop. He kept being rewarded for going to the hoop. Going to the hoop, going to the hoop. He's like he a young nigga too. He's unstoppable. He's problems. He's problems. He's a very, very serious problem. They gotta do something with him. But the Knicks were able to show how resilient they were. The home court means a lot. They panned the camera on the home court in the first half. It looked like a bomb went off there. Everybody was looking sad, man. They got a shot of Stephon Marbury with his mouth open like this. They were shocked. They didn't know what to do, man, but they crawled back into it. They did. And Jalen did the Jalen. He started to heat up. I think he might have had 19 in the first half or third quarter. Something. He had a big third quarter, I think it was. He started to heat up. He started to do his thing. But I told y'all about this OG Anunoby guy. I was telling Bones Brigante that San Antonio is a better matchup for the Knicks than OKC. And I said, I feel that the Knicks will be a problem with OKC because of their depth. And I went further to say they have at least four what you call two-way players. A two-way player is um, somebody who dominates the court on both ends. That would be Scottie Pippen. That would be Michael Jordan. That would be Kobe Bryant. Um, there's more. Klay Thompson, Gary Payton. These are two-way players, guys who gonna um, give you hell on both ends of the court. Sidney Moncrief, Alvin Robertson. These are two-way players, and I started to notice that when OG was in isolation situations, and he's often in isolation situations with um, Victor Wimbiana. He's often in ISO situations with him, and he often gets his shot off over him. I don't know how tall OG is. I'm estimating maybe 6'7", 6'8", up in there. I noticed that whenever they was in ISO situations, he would just shoot the ball, whereas everybody else, Victor Wimby he would alter everybody else's shot. But for whatever reason, OG would just shoot right through him like he wasn't there. And he kept knocking down these jump shots. He hit a lot of three-pointers. I'm like, this nigga is kind of giving him a little problem and shit. On the other end of the court, if Cat ain't sticking him and there's a screen or something and he end up with OG kind of holds his own with him and shit. I'm like, man, this dude do a little bit of everything. OG will block your shot. OG will get a rebound. OG will dunk that rock. We've seen him dunk on him a few times during the series, and he's turned into one hell of a three-point shooter. He dropped 33 last night. None of that 33 points was more impactful than the game winner. You got to box out. Hold on, let me close this door. Shoot. You got to box out, man. You got to box out. The thing about basketball, is this, right? If you stick to the fundamentals, no matter what you do or what you learn, what you implement into your game, you always have to stick to the fundamentals. Those are the basics. And the basics are slide your feet, run back on defense, box out. When a shot go up, we used to have a drill. The coach would just throw the ball up on the backboard, and everybody need to have they ass on somebody. Put your ass on somebody. The closest person to you, put your ass on them, right? They allowed OG to have a running start directly down the lane. And nobody, when a shot go up, you supposed to start feeling for your man. Feeling for somebody. Even if you can't box out your man, box out somebody. And that shot went up. And you seen it plain as day. They lucky Jalen didn't hit that motherfucking 3-point bomb because that's his shot. That was within his range. You know what I'm saying? He shot it over 2 niggas. I just said something about him shooting over 2 niggas, but I wouldn't have wanted nobody else taking that shot. I have to admit, I wouldn't have wanted nobody else on the Knicks taking that final shot. Nobody. So we got the shot that we wanted. You always want the ball in a nigga like that hands. He ain't scared. His jumper is wet. This is the nigga who gonna shoot the rock. I'm pretty sure the rest of the team was in agreement that, just like Mike, just like Kobe, we want our best player to shoot the rock, right? He shot the rock from the top of the key. Everybody crashed. Everybody crashed. OG got a running start. Did y'all see how high that nigga got up there, man? If he was any closer, he would have dunked it. I'm glad he didn't dunk it. If he would have tried to dunk it, he probably would have fucked it up. That nigga ran straight down the lane and tapped that motherfucking ball in. And then afterwards, no emotion. No emotion. No emotion. Couple people hit me up, was like, man, that's that Kawhi Leonard shit, man. You know they was in Toronto together and shit. No emotion. I don't know what's his nationality. I think he's African or some shit like that. But when it comes down to who got to get paid, do not let him get away. He is such an important part of the New York Knicks. I'm talking about you can't buy that type of talent, man. You just find them. They just end up on your squad. Nobody knew who Scottie Pippen was. He went to some old funny ass college and shit like that. These dudes just come from. I heard a commentator say that he watched OG Anunoby at the University of Indiana. He said, I didn't think he was gonna go to the NBA and be a superstar. The nigga is a real deal NBA superstar. You dig? He's a real NBA superstar. When they be talking about the faces of the league and shit like that, he's one of them. For the New York Knicks, number 8, OG Anunoby. He's that guy. Seriously. He's under contract 5 years, $200 million, the highest paid Knick ever. He's clutch. He's from the UK. Scottie played for Central Arkansas. When you end up with these types of players, man, you gotta hold on to him. I think that he should retire a Knick. I would never ever give him away. The way that he approaches the game, and you know what's crazy? This nigga is gonna get better. Why? Because he's discovered I got a pretty good 3-point shot. I can add this to my weaponry. He's not no 3-point shooter. What I mean by that is he's not coming to the game to shoot threes. He's not. He's coming to the game to bust your ass. He's coming to the game to bust your ass. He not Steph Curry comes to shoot threes. OG come to bust your ass, meaning he can hit the three, but he also can drive to the hoop. He can pass the rock. He can shoot the mid-range joint. He's like 89% from the free throw line. If they go ahead and pull this out, that's your MVP. Consistently every game, that's your MVP. Clearly, he's played better than everybody on both teams. To be for real, he hasn't had an off night, not yet. But that play what we seen last night, that's gonna go down in history. You're gonna be seeing that in, you know how they always show that video of Bird steals the ball when Isaiah threw that ball away. Bird steals the ball. You're gonna always see that, just like that. You know how you always see Michael Jordan hitting Craig Elo at the free throw line, and I think it was the 1989 Eastern Conference playoffs. You're gonna see this tip in everybody here for the rest of your life. I promise you. You just happened to see it last night in real time. I got a cousin. This is my guy. First cousins, his mother and my mother are sisters. We grew up playing ball together. He never played organized ball. He never played organized ball, but we grew up playing ball together. Um, he might have played at the boys club or some shit. But this is the nigga that I played on the crate with. Some of my greatest games, one-on-one games, was on the corner of 8th and Chestnut. We put a crate on the side of his house. His mom, we nailed a crate up there. The crate was up there forever. I would leave from playing on a real court, and to get home, I got to go past my aunt crib. They stayed on 8th Street. We stayed on 9th Street. In order to get home, I got to go past my mom's crib. So I'm dribbling my ball home, and I get up to by my aunt crib, and he was either in front of the house or, riding his bike. Let's get it, nigga. And we'll get on the side of that house and get on that fucking crate and play for hours. We play for hours, man. I was so good on the crate, man. I used to be screaming out Starks. I could hit a jumper on the crate. Anyway, when we was kids, his mother married a guy from Philadelphia who was in the service, and they moved to San Antonio, Texas. This nigga come back from Texas. He's a Spurs fan. For what reason would you like the San Antonio Spurs? They didn't have a lot of people back then. He was on the Spurs before Robinson got there, so I believe it was maybe Alvin Robertson or what's my man name? The Iceman. I can't remember who the Spurs had, but this nigga always liked the Spurs. This nigga called me in the first half. I was working out yesterday late, so I got to the TV at like 8:30. They was already down by like 27 or 25 or some shit like that. Talking about they was down. I'm like, oh my God. Now, mind you, the Knicks do start off slow. They've often trailed in every game, right? I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe these niggas about to let these motherfuckers come back and win this series. They about to win 4 straight. This is what I'm saying to myself. My cousin called on the phone. I know what he's calling for. He calling to do the same thing to me that I be doing to him when the Knicks is winning. He about to talk his shit. This nigga talking big cash money shit. I told you, nigga. Da, 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 da. I can't say much. I'm just laughing, letting him get his shit off. I'm saying to myself, this shit is over. This shit is over. They had the game won. My man said I stopped watching mid third quarter. They had the game won. All they got to do is keep going to the rack, get your fouls. New York's going to start fouling out. You're going to beat them from the free throw line. You're up. They continue to shoot them motherfucking threes. They continue to shoot them threes. That 27 lead turned to 15. They were stuck on 15 for some minutes. Cat Towns hit an incredible three-pointer, damn near as the shot clock was about to sound, falling to the ground. Boop! All net. Crowd coming alive now. I'm like, uh-oh. They got it down to 12. I'm like, they got it down to 12. I'm like, oh. They in striking distance because, look, the three-point shot is worth 3 points. 12 points is only 4 threes and shit. Now, I'm telling you that this shot will make or break you. San Antonio don't have to shoot him anymore. The Knicks could use some threes and shit in this situation because they down 12 and they running out of time. Threes and shit start dropping. Next thing I know, it was down to 7. Down to 4. Hit another 3. Down to 4. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this shit. I'm like, damn, man, they putting up a fight. I still haven't conceded that the Knicks can win this game. I still haven't conceded that it's possible that they can win this game. Another bucket. Down 1. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, this is crazy. Josh Hart had a chance to put them ahead. He missed the layup. And then it was about Jalen, and it's about your ass. If he could smell blood, you probably in some trouble. The thing about when somebody come back on you like that, when you're what's called you're reeling. You're not the predator no more. You the prey now. You trying to get away with your life. And it's almost like a panic situation. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a panic situation. You trying to get away with your life because you was shocked. We were just up 30 points. You like, man, what the fuck? Stop the bleeding. Like, and normally when the bleeding starts, that's about to be your ass. Momentum is a motherfucker, man. What popped into my mind, y'all know what popped into my mind when they was down 15, right? Y'all don't remember the Portland Trail Blazers had Kobe and Shaq them in the fourth quarter? Down what? 15 points. They was down 15 points. And they got a documentary out now called the Jail Blazers. And Rasheed Wallace talk about this night. Rasheed Bonzi and Damon Stoudemire, they talk about this night. They was like, man, all we had to do was hit one bucket. We needed one bucket. He said we needed one bucket, right? The Portland Trail Blazers missed 13 straight shots. They needed one bucket. They needed one bucket. But when it rains, it fucking pours, man. When the tide starts to reverse, you got that panic and you not relaxed when you put that rock up because you're so desperate to get a bucket. The niggas missed 13. Yeah, that famous alley-oop from Kobe to Shaq that put them ahead. Damon Stoudemire said when he dunked that ball, I knew it was over. He said, I knew it was over. I knew it was over. He said, God damn. But that's what it reminded me of as they came and that they fought back. It's my understanding that this New York Knicks come from behind win is like the greatest that ever happened in the NBA playoffs or in the NBA finals anyway. They were dead, y'all. They was dead. They were so dead. They were so dead. And all San Antonio had to do was get a bucket or two to stop the bleeding and shit. Let me tell you something that's pivotal in this series now. Last night, Victor Wembanyama, he hit Cat Towns in the head with an elbow. It's a lot of footage coming out of Wemby doing a lot of rotten shit to players. He kind of like a dirty player. He throws elbows. The elbow that he caught Cat with, I don't think that was intentional. I think they was tangled up and he was trying to get loose. They got what's called a flagrant foul rule, and if you keep getting them, you get points. And Wemby has 3 flagrant foul points either in the playoffs or in this series. But if he do one more, he gets suspended. He gets suspended. Remember that detail. Remember that detail going forward. That if he fuck up one more time, they gonna sit his ass down. Y'all remember what happened with Draymond Green? Remember when Draymond Green kicked his feet up? That was in 2016, I believe. Kicked his feet up, and what happened? They suspended his ass. And the Cleveland Cavs ended up, they was up. They only needed one more game. The Cleveland Cavs ended up walking their ass down. So pay attention to that statistic about them flagrant foul points didn't build up on this nigga ass. Yeah. Gully, you think Wemby is a little overrated? Nah, he's dead nice. He's problems. He's young. Normally, as a person ages, they start to pick up a little weight naturally. He's going to be in a weight program over the summer, unlike anything he's ever experienced. He be working out with monks and martial arts experts and shit like that. They be working on him, on his balance and different things like that. But he's gonna be in the weight room. If you go watch Michael Jordan earlier in his career, Mike was flying all over the place and they was knocking his ass to the ground all the time. And then you go look at him when he was in his prime, Mike was ripped like a motherfucker. That's because they put his ass on a weight program, and he was able to absorb all of that banging and knocking around that the Pistons was doing to him, because it's a contact sport, and we not gonna let no bony nigga govern nothing. I don't care how good you is. If we can't kick your ass, we gonna kick your ass like that. That's contact sports. This shit can get physical. That's a part of the game. Some might say it's dirty. That's just how sports is played. If you ain't got your weight up, we gonna treat you like a little nigga. So I think that he's definitely an NBA superstar. He another motherfucker that shoot too many threes. Y'all seen him shooting them deep ass threes. What are you doing this for? Every time you go to the basket or you around the basket, you get a bucket or you get fouled, they knock you to the ground and shit. They keep throwing this high ass lob. Can't nobody get to it but him. But you want to start shooting threes. The 3-point shot comes into play for a lot of players when they get tired of attacking the basket and shit like that. It's like a playoff. And if you don't make it, you basically can look at it as a turnover. That game was the best movie ever. Let's go Knicks. Wemby is what the NBA needs. Bring back the toughness to the NBA. Wemby gonna be a problem. He's only 22. He needs to stick to his position. All those threes and bad shots are killing him. Yeah, you gotta know that when a game is on the line during crunch time and shit like that, basketball IQ means everything. And the fact that he don't have if Chris Paul played for the Spurs right now, this might have went differently. They've had a couple of lapses at point guard. That one game, Wemby threw that ball and hit Castle in the back. If Chris Paul was on the squad, Chris Paul would have been in the back court with him. Give me the rock. You know what I'm saying? And last night, De'Aaron Fox, this is a play that's going to be talked about. De'Aaron Fox is supposed to hold that ball and get fouled, and he was trying to be a hero. He was trying to slit their throat for real. And people are going to, despite OG making that tip in, Fox is a point guard. He's playing point guard. He was in control of the scenario, and he blew it. the thing is, you don't get a second chance. I'm looking forward to the New York Knicks putting these guys out of their misery. They're going to play like hell in San Antonio. The fans going to be going crazy, but you down 3-1, man. That's an anxiety that's going to play on your psyche. That Chris Paul point is a good one. They need a floor general to calm things down. Yeah, control the tempo. He blew it. Harper needs to get more minutes. No, he don't. No, he don't. Sit that little nigga ass down somewhere. That little nigga, him and Vassell, ooh wee. Stephon Castle, he took the night off last night. Played his ass off in game 3, but you got to approach the game like OG Anunoby. He's showing up to every game, and he's contributing to every game. When I seen him tip the ball in, I said, I just told everybody about this. Y'all won't believe how many text messages. I be trying to stay out of nigga shit. How many text messages, how many phone calls I get, niggas trying to tie me up into FanDuel decisions and shit like that. I be like, man, come on, man. So many people didn't try to convince me, man, you know this basketball shit, man. You'll make so much money. I ain't fucking with it. I ain't fucking with it, because if I did, I'd have high blood pressure like the rest of you niggas. I know y'all was pulling y'all hair out last night. Some of y'all took the Spurs and they blew a 30-point lead. They blew a 30-point lead, man. That's crazy as fuck. OG is the future of the NBA. I never seen a series like this when you lose in the fourth quarter. Most games are lost in the fourth quarter. All of the jokes go out the window in the fourth quarter. That's when the we'll kick your ass starts, in the fourth quarter and shit. Everything else is cruising. The third quarter, okay, we playing serious now. Fourth quarter, this is about your ass because the game is on the line. Fox had big turnovers the last 10 minutes. I canceled my bet on the Spurs when the Knicks cut it under 10. OG saved Josh Hart. Hart said it himself. Huge missed layup, and he didn't box out Castle, which led to 3 free throws. I agree with you. He should have, Hart actually should have dunked that ball. But this goes back to them butterflies and them anxieties that's attached to playing when the game is on the line. Y'all like this video? How you feel about Carmelo Anthony? Somebody asked me to speak on that and asked me why didn't I speak on it. I don't think it's much to unpack. Black boy killed a white in Texas, all white jury, guilty, 35 years, American love story. How else did you expect it to go? How else did you expect it to go? I didn't listen to the trial or anything like that. I'm aware of some details, but I listened to this black judge talking about it yesterday on IG, and she said I didn't find, or I didn't see the components which would constitute self-defense. A black female judge said that. She said she didn't see the elements involved that will constitute a self-defense decision. She said she didn't see it. So he was in a lot of trouble, man, to begin with, man. This is America, man. You're not killing no white guy, man, or no white woman, especially a white kid with a knife. And don't expect them Klansmen to come. Don't expect them, man. You got to know what you're dealing with, man. This is Texas. This is Texas. He was in a bad situation, for real. Self-defense is different in each state. It wasn't first-degree murder, though. Whatever it was, they gave him 35 calendars. And I believe they want all of theirs in Texas and shit. Texas and their judicial system and their Department of Corrections is notorious. So he's in a bad situation. Somebody said that Cardi B is talking about helping him get a defense lawyer that probably can help his situation out, but he done fucked up as of right now, man. He got 35 calendars. The thing about trying to get back in court and reverse a decision or trying to get a new trial, you be done did a dime. You know what I'm saying? Before anything even moved and shit, you be done did a dime. That's a long fucking time, man. You 15, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas ended up not getting their shit overturned till they was in there for 30 years and shit. Like, we see that happen all the time. You know what I mean? You have to serve the majority of it in Texas. They believe in sweat labor in Texas and Florida. Have you seen Professor Dave Dragon Lord Jamar again? Why he had the knife in his bag, that's something that he got to explain in court. Once my record became fucked up, I never chose to be around no guns no more, man. Like, I just can't, because I'm going to shoot you. You know what I'm saying? You do something to me, I'm going to shoot you. It was just the best decision not to own a gun, not to have one around, because if you got a gun on you, this goes for the most non-violent person. If you got a gun and somebody harms you, your natural instinct is to protect yourself. You're gonna pop somebody. And me knowing that about me, I'm gonna try to just use my head from this point on. It's some niggas be so broken when they get that convicted felon with a firearms charge. Niggas just be confused. Why? Because it's a mandatory sentence. It ain't nothing the judge or your lawyer can do. You about to have to go sit down and shit. And I said to myself, I gotta start out thinking, motherfuckers, man, because I can't do that. For real. Nothing is like freedom. Just dealing with a traffic case is BS now. My Spurs threw that game away. Yeah, I won't say they threw the game away. They just made some bad decisions, man. Like shooting all them threes. I said this earlier. The 3-point shot will make you or break you. It's a tool. It's not nothing you want to live by. I think Charles Barkley or one of them said a 3-point shot is fickle. Sometimes it'll like you and sometimes it won't. It was kind to the Spurs in the first half. They hit 14 of them. If the Spurs don't hit 14 threes, they probably lose handsomely. You got to consider those 3-point buckets. Straight up. 14, 28, 4, 8, 12. What's that? 14 threes. What's that like? 42 points? It's like 42 points, right? Spurs keep getting out coached. It's Mike Brown that has a Spurs number. No, man. He's doing a good job of coaching. He is. He's doing a good job of coaching. He went deep into his bench last night. We've seen some players that we haven't seen all series. I get all of that. When you up 27, it's not out coaching somebody. It's that y'all done fucked up. That's not a coaching decision, man. Mike Brown didn't know the OG was gonna have 33 points. I'm pretty sure the Spurs organization didn't know that he was gonna give up get 33 last night either. And you gotta box out, man. That's the bottom line. Fundamentals, man. Fundamentals wins games. Despite whatever talent you have and whatever you add to your game, fundamentals wins games. Period. I just wish Mike Brown never left Golden State. I wanted him as my Warriors' next head coach. The Spurs need a Draymond Green type of player. They have no real killers on that. They have a bunch of good kids. They got a bunch of young kids. They don't got no veterans. Somebody said that. They don't got no veterans on their squad. Bunch of younger guys. I think them niggas is ferocious enough, but nah, they don't got no goonie. They don't. They were taking shots early in the shot clock, up 27. Yeah, Spurs are cooked now. That loss demoralizes a team. And the defense by Josh Hart on Castle at the last minute of the game was perfect. I didn't think that they were gonna hit no buzzer beater with 1.2 seconds left. I didn't understand why. I mean, I'm not a coach, but I didn't understand why they had Cat sticking the guy who was inbounding the ball. But when you got somebody like Wemby on the team, you probably want to obstruct the view of the nigga that's throwing that lob because that lob could go up and Wemby just tap it and game. You know what I'm saying? They got four solid vets, but the coach don't play him. Who's the vets on the team on the Spurs? I'd like to hear who that is. The NBA making a lot of money with this Knicks winning. I believe either Thunder or the Spurs going to try to get Giannis next season. Make sure that y'all like this video, man. I had to come in here and pop my shit. I haven't been getting on lately with any hip-hop content. I've been uninspired when it comes to hip-hop music. I haven't seen anything that's been worthy of news discussion. And I haven't scheduled any interviews. Like I said, I've been kind of uninspired. It's a great thing that this NBA Finals has put me in a situation where I can come on here and dialogue with y'all until I get back to the hip hop shit. Go to the Dribble podcast, man. I've been putting dope content over there and shit. Cornette, he ain't nobody. Harrison Barnes, okay. You see this Jay-Z, real good one. Yeah, got his shit off. I commented on his Instagram post, despite all of the shit that he be into, the nigga could still rap on the highest level. That song is dope. Yeah. Oskino's a triple threat, man, when it comes to this online shit, man. He paints, he got slapstick comedy, and he can rap. You know what I mean? Like three-headed dragon around here. Ernie said it yesterday. Clearly, I heard your voice when he said this series is about matchups. Good call, Gully. What happened last night was incredible. OG definitely made me a believer. Did you see Lamar Jackson walking the streets with the fans of New York? Nah, I didn't see it. He said, chimping out. If they take Giannis, they're going to have to take his brothers, too. He ain't going nowhere. Mason Plumlee. Them niggas is all mid. Why is Cam on Sports Center? Cam has been doing his thing. He's been on fire. I'm not a hater. I'm not a biggest fan of his music and shit like that, but he been on fire in the media space. You see him on private jets with Stephen A. They've been calling him into Sports Center. Ain't no telling where that can go because that hip hop element, Stuart Scott showed that that's something that it works in the media space, in the sports media space. So good for him. What do you think about what Jay-Z said? I spoke about that already. Shout out to Hove. Hove is the guy, man. Spurs fans try to tell me I did not know what I was talking about last week and I said the Knicks in 5 or 6. Nobody believed it. Nobody believed it. Nobody believed it. It seems to be reality now. All they got to do is win one more game, and it's over. And they was gonna tear up New York whether them niggas won or they didn't. They was gonna go berserk up there. They was looking for a reason to go ape shit up there. When they win this game, all hell gonna break loose. All hell gonna break loose up there. Alvarado was cooking. Alvarado almost made a backcourt violation as the game was about to end. When is this new episode dropping? We're going to have one later this week. This is not the Spurs year, but they are going to be a problem for years going forward. About to win it in San Antonio like they did us in 99. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. I don't need to be on here any longer. I just wanted to boast a little bit. I told y'all OG Anunoby was an NBA superstar, a real deal NBA superstar. Expect his jersey to. Is he wearing Spreewell's number? I just noticed that. OG wears Spreewell's number, don't he? If they lose and win Tuesday, the parade next weekend in New York City will be crazy. OG is wearing the number of a killer, right? He's a legend now. He don't get to pay for shit the rest of it. He said, nah, he don't. Didn't Spreewell wear number 8? The pressure got to the San Antonio. Didn't Spreewell wear number 8? Yeah, that's what I thought. OG is wearing Spreewell's number. He's wearing the number of a killer. That's Latrell Spreewell's number. And that's who won the game. You looking at him. You looking at him. University of Indiana product. He the total package. The total package. Shout out to the Knickerbockers, man. That legendary win last night in Madison Square Garden. That moment is going to be repeated. It's a part of the legend of the New York Knicks organization. When they speak about Willis Reed coming into the Garden, playing hurt, and all that kind of shit, you're going to hear about this moment. Straight like that. So I'm feeling real good about the New York Knicks winning the title going forward. If y'all check out my interview I did with DJ Clue, y'all see I'm wearing a Knicks cap in that interview. This ain't no bandwagon situation. I'm a Laker fan. Everybody know that. I've been following the Knicks since the 80s. I followed Patrick Ewing from the University of Georgetown to the New York Knicks, and I've always loved the Knicks. It's just a situation that if the Knicks and the Lakers was to play in the finals, I would, of course, be going with the Lakers. That's my squad. But I love the Knicks. I do. I love what they're doing right now. Raised by Kawhi Leonard and wears Spreewell's number. Plays just like them. Let's go Knicks. Putting Cat on the inbounds was a good move. Yeah, I can see that was a good move. He's tall enough to obstruct the view of the inbounds player. He could even blocked it as he was throwing the ball in. So, yeah, good coaching. Great coaching. Where's Allen Houston? All of them guys has been in the Garden. Yeah. Cat tipped the inbound pass. Did he? Clock management is very important when you up big. They kept shooting the ball, man. That's the bottom line. Lost the game for them and shit. They could have did better with clock management. Got some better shots instead of jacking up threes. They think they're going to hit every goddamn three. As hot as they were shooting, you're going to have a hard time telling them niggas they can't knock more down. So that's what happened. That's how it unfolded. At the end of the day, they didn't box out the most valuable player of this series. I hope they get their ring, and I hope he get that most valuable player trophy. He deserved it. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. I did 200 burpees yesterday. If y'all follow me on IG, make sure you follow me on IG at @IamGullyTV_. Content still being uploaded on there. The fitness shit, I'm on it 100%. I did 200 burpees yesterday in a workout for the first time, and it wasn't as difficult as I thought. It's just the repetitiveness of keep going down. I did it in sets of 15. If you can do if your early sets of burpees can be sets of 20, you'll get to the goal of 200 faster. But ain't nothing more important in fitness than the burpee. It's a full body workout, man. When you hit the ground, that's a push up. When you lower yourself to the ground, that's a squat. The whole time you're using your core. I'm gonna do it again today, and you should too. So get y'all burpees in, man. It's summertime, and enjoy y'all day. Follow me on Twitter, pardon me, IG at I am Gully TV _ and go to the website and get the trifecta, man. Keep that trifecta in your life. It's very, very important. Straight up, trifecta. He said, "You got little man doing it is fire." Yeah, he starts. He play little league basketball now. I was telling him when we was working out, you got to get your stamina up. So when the fourth quarter come, you don't be tired like the San Antonio Spurs. I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a great day. Peace.